one of you MAGA followers?
I'm just curious.
I'm vaccinated.
And I'm Flurry, a trans non-binary lesbian.
I'm frustrated.
Hey, one of you MAGA followers? You better let Trump know that I'm not giving up challenging him to a cage fight. In fact, I'm gonna beat up his face so bad, which it's already halfway there, that it's gonna be worse than Jane Fonda, Bruce Springsteen, and Bette Midler all together. I'm ready. Come on.
Oh my gosh, I totally need to see this. And the best part would be the proceeds could be used to finish the ballroom. And that would just be chef's kiss. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, we've got a lot of lefty lunacy to get to, including Dr. Evil, aka Fauci. So let's jump into that liberal pool of madness right now. Sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
Good morning.
Hey.
It's Monday. I have a question for those that have voted for this administration.
Oh.
Did you
Okay.
vote for the Department of Education to be taken out?
Not specifically, but that was a nice bonus for sure.
Dismantled. Did you vote for that? I'm just curious. I'm sure you wanted them to change things, but dismantling a department that helps your children and helps a lot of people.
It really only helps the labor unions. Let's be honest. The kids are merely a second thought at best.
Putting it with the states is not the answer, especially if the states don't have income taxes and if they're going to start taking those away too. Like,
What?
our children will hurt for this.
Look, that department needed to be shut down a long time ago because we are spending so much more money than any other country per student. And let's face it, the results are lacking, and that's being generous.
They want to take away abortion. If you have a baby, you got to take care of it. They don't help you there.
That's not true at all. There's lots of facilities that help young mothers not only give birth, but to take care of the kid. That's totally false. Plus adoption, which I know it's not perfect either, but that's also a viable option. Better than abortion. Let the kid at least have a chance to grow up and make something of themselves instead of being, ground up and sucked through a tube. Yuck.
Then you take away education support.
What is she talking about?
I'm curious. What's your mastermind thought plan? And I wonder, if it's good as his, then, whatever. Have a great day.
I think we should start using MAGA as a slur. Like this. Ew, that is so MAGA.
Oh my gosh. I thought words were violence. Okay, that's just another level of hypocrisy because look, if they do it, it's all good. If you do it, you're the Antichrist. Pure evil.
Or like this. MAGA, MAGA, Carl's mom is MAGA. Or this. I really like red hats, but I don't want people to think I'm MAGA. And it just means dumb, stupid, or someone that you hate because they suck. Just like MAGA.
Oh yeah? Well, you suck because you have TDS. And you need help. Like for reals. We don't even refer to ourselves as MAGA. That's just a slogan to us. Yeah, they just don't seem to get that. Not sure why, but I still find it astonishing that grown men can actually film themselves this way and post it online. Well, I hate to break it to you, but it's not just the men. It's mostly those lefty, loony women that we see. All right, tell me you live with your mom and you're still a virgin without telling me you live with your mom and you're still a virgin. You did a pretty good job. Grown men acting like grade schoolers will never not be ridiculous. That's so very true.
I'm going to start wearing a mask every day again, not because it protects my community. That's just a bonus. It's actually because it makes people mad. I'm also going to go ahead and I know they don't really pass these out anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and get a vaccine card. And next time I get one of my COVID boosters and my flu shot, I'm just going to have proof around with me and carry it on a badge and be like, I'm vaccinated. Not because it protects me against severe COVID and flu, but it makes people mad. I'm also going to wear rainbows, not because I'm an ally. It's actually because it makes people mad. I'm going to be even more open about my personal pronouns, not because it gives a sense of comfort to people that are in the LGBTQ, but it's actually because it makes people mad. I'm going to be a little bit more outspoken about veganism, and it's not because I care about animal rights or the planet. It's because it makes people mad. And I'm going to be very open about the fact that I don't want kids. It's just a personal choice of mine. I don't want kids. Not because it's important when it comes to finding the right partner. It's actually because it makes people mad. And I'm going to go ahead and continue to be on the internet, even though I exist in a bigger body. Not because I have a right to exist in a big body. It's actually just because it makes people mad. So yeah, anytime I do anything that's self-righteous or it makes it seem like I'm on my high horse or that I feel like I'm better than everyone, it's actually just because I enjoy seeing people get mad over things that don't affect them at all. Thank you.
Seriously, how petty. And furthermore, how much bad karma is that chick throwing out every day? I hate to be there when the karma police come knocking on her door. It's not going to be good.
My sister told me that she and my mom were talking about my piercings and how they think it's just a form of validation. I'm seeking validation by getting all of them. And I was like... and they're like, it's just another one of her autism hyperfixations. Maybe, okay? Maybe. And they make fun of me for all of those. And so, obviously, this isn't going to be different. And they genuinely don't see it as, mocking me. They don't. And they don't understand that it's hurtful to say those things. And they think they're right. And so when I get upset, they're like, well, why are you getting upset? Anyways, I don't like feeling like this all of the time with my own family. I don't know how to go about that.
I'm gonna rant for a minute because I'm pissed off and I know it's all by design and whatever, but...
Well, of course you're gonna rant. You're in your car. It's not like you do anything else in your car, I don't know, drive it. I swear these people buy cars just to have a studio to film their meltdowns. Am I wrong?
I'm frustrated.
Okay.
I'm disabled, so I can't work. But I can't get on disability without getting lab work to prove that I'm disabled, to prove that I can't work. But I can't get lab work without paying for it. But I can't pay for it without a job, which I can't do because I'm disabled. I just hate this country so much.
Well, that's quite the catch-22, but how do you know you're physically disabled without getting labs done? Oh yeah, that's right, because labs don't check for mental illness. Just saying. And do you know who else is going to hate this country so effing much? Well, it's going to be this baby when she grows up, because her dad has already failed her. She is doomed to be one of these teenagers that we see twerking on cop cars and getting into fights for absolutely no reason. I feel sorry for her. Take a look. Wow. And they're just sitting there laughing. That's so horrible. Poor kid.
Modeling agencies, hit me up.
Why would they do that?
Please.
What is wrong with people?
Hi, I'm Nim. I'm straight, but I'm a very big ally, and I'm just here to have some fun.
I am non-binary and biromantic, gray asexual.
Hi, I'm Kaden. I am trans and arrow ace.
I'm Cooper, and I'm a lesbian.
My name's Zanuck, and I'm straight, but I'm here to support my friends and everyone at Pride.
Hi, I'm Firestone, or Nyx, and I am arrow ace and genderqueer.
Hi, I'm Chico. I'm just a straight guy trying to support my friends here at Pride.
Hi, I'm Robert, or Rex. I am non-binary and arrow ace.
Hello, I'm Kevo Jackal. I'm non-binary, and I'm having a great time here at Potawatomi.
And I'm Flurry, a
Potawatomi?
trans non-binary lesbian, and I think furries are here because they're a little queer or supporting of the such.
Oh, come on. They're just making up words now. This is getting ridiculous. And speaking of ridiculous, check out the Libs' new angle to fight against the man. These people are just so retarded. Take a look.
We will fight back.
Wow.
Fight back. We will fight back.
It's quite the crew.
Stealing from the poor men, these old men cheating, redrawing those maps so they'll win someday. But in
very
every
clever.
single town, we won't back down. We the people say no kings and no crowns. We will fight back. Fight back.
So stupid.
There's
like 20 people there. Who's fighting back? Nobody.
The people will rise up, stand up, fighting the good fight all the way till election.
That guy's really getting into it.
They can close the campus polls, they can purge the voter rolls, but we will win the fight for America's soul. We will fight back. Fight back. We will fight back.
It's cringe.
Fight back. Thanks, y'all.
Well, we're not the ones trying to destroy the soul of America. It's the left and people like this who I think should be the poster child of exactly why we need to revamp EBT and SNAP benefits, because this guy should definitely be off the rolls. But it's people like this that the Democrats are fighting for. How does that make sense? Take a look.
How are you getting money from the government? I lie. You're saying that on camera. What are you getting from the government?
Food stamps.
But you have a job that doesn't make sense. Why possibly?
Poppy has to make some carne asada tacos once in a while, okay?
Why was going out to eat 30% of your spending then?
Wow. I have no idea. I just like to go out.
What the fuck? How much are you getting in food stamps?
$300 a month.
Do you get anything else in the government?
Well,
I'm being told you have tried to get the hot meals that are delivered to homeless people.
I do, yeah, I do.
What?
Yeah, because I'm hungry, okay?
You already have food stamps! And you go out to eat for 30% of your spending! Which, by the way, with the HEB meal plan and everything that we have made, you can get 3 meals a day, meal prepped, snacks, drinks, and desserts.
Well, Poppy needs to get his benefits stripped, like, today. If you're new here, welcome to The Dave Show. And if this feels like your kind of daily therapy, hit subscribe. Come hang out with us. We're here Monday through Friday. All right, let's get on with the rest of the show. It is nice to see the system work the way it's supposed to. This next young lady straight up commits theft. She thinks she's done nothing wrong, and she's shocked when consequences come knocking on the door.
No warning. Ma'am, don't steal the sign. You can't steal the sign. You're on camera stealing a sign. Sam! Officer, she's stealing a sign. Ma'am, you're about to walk right into a police officer who you're committing theft right now. Don't throw it over. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Steal a sign? I just moved it.
You just did what?
I just moved it.
You just moved it. Well, you took it. Okay. Who was holding it?
Me. She just ripped it out on camera. She just ripped it out of my hand.
She just ripped it out of your hand?
Yes.
Why'd you rip it out of his hand?
Because This restricts women's rights.
Restricts women's rights?
He's
Could you get it off the sign,
promoting
please?
lies on college campus.
Okay.
Where I go.
Can you get off the sign for your damaging property?
I can't believe you offered
No,
that.
you're not going anywhere. Right now you're being detained, okay?
Detained for what?
Larceny? You stole his sign.
He has it back.
Okay, yeah, because I got it from you.
I moved it 50 yards.
I don't care if you moved it 1 foot. You don't have a right to take someone's property, okay? Period. I don't care what the circumstance is. You don't have a right to take anyone's property. He was holding it, therefore it was his, and you took it, okay? I know you may not agree with what's being said, but you don't have a right to take someone's property, period, okay? 16 minutes.
Look, sir, I'm not trying to get arrested. I just don't agree with you.
Do you have ID on you?
No. Am I being arrested right now?
Okay, why not you need to find out here what's going on with this, okay?
Okay, well, I won't mess with the sign again. Okay.
That's fine. All right, do you have ID on you?
Yeah.
Okay, can I see?
What?
You're under arrest warrant. You admitted to taking a sign.
Well, all I did was I just walked it over here. I was going to give it back to him.
Well, I don't know that, man. I didn't know that. I came over here and then you rested against the sign. So listen, before you make it difficult, call the scene. Take your backpack off, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
I cannot believe this is
Okay, right
happening.
now I'm asking you to do that.
Is there something else that I can do?
No, I just told you you're under arrest. I cannot unarrest you, and a judicial official must do that. That's why we're going to go to okay?
Well, plead the fifth. Fauci just released his diaries and appeared before Congress this week and pleaded the fifth 120 times. Now, somebody that is innocent should not be doing that. Let's face it, this guy is evil. He should be in jail for the rest of his life. I mean, you look in his eyes and they're just dead. There is not an ounce of light coming from this man. Well, let's take a look and see what some other people have to say.
Wait, so hold on. So you're telling me that Anthony Fauci, who was already funding virus research in a Chinese lab with U.S. tax dollars, kept a personal diary in which he admitted point blank that COVID fatality rates were far lower than what he eventually told Congress not 3 weeks later? Because this is what he told Congress.
If you count all the cases of minimally symptomatic or asymptomatic infection, that probably brings the mortality rate down to somewhere around 1%, which means it is 10 times more lethal than the seasonal flu.
But lo and behold, in his personal journal, not 3 weeks before this, he wrote that COVID was like a bad influenza with a fatality rate more like 0.2 to 0.3%, which is only about a fifth the fatality rate that he reported to Congress. Then he went on to write that the situation with my national and international fame is explosive and really unimaginable and very flattering, bragging that he was the most famous and talked about person in the country and one of the most recognizable persons in the world. People's lives were ruined by this man. There were children who were kicked out of classrooms who never fully recovered. Kids with speech impairments and special needs were forced to wear filthy face masks for 2 years. People lost their jobs, entire businesses went under. Elderly people died in nursing homes alone. Women gave birth alone. People are now living with heart conditions caused by a rush vaccine that this guy wanted to mandate that came with risks that doctors weren't admitting or telling people about. And now we find out that on top of all of the rest of the corruption, this little troll who should have been living under a bridge somewhere taunting billy goats, but who somehow made it to be director of the NIH, knew full well that the fatality rate of this thing wasn't anywhere close to what he was telling the public, because he wanted to stay famous and rich and keep throwing out pitches at baseball games nobody else was allowed to go to. This is one of the greatest scandals and most infuriating betrayals in modern history, and it should be headlining news outlets from coast to coast, and it's not, because the left-wing media carried water for this evil little garden gnome and his political buddies for years. And they're not going to start being honest about it now. And if there were ever a time for the American people to demand accountability, it's now.
Listen, I guess some of you guys want to leave COVID behind you, and that's fine. You can do that. Clearly, it didn't affect you the way it did my household. I, on the other hand, I want fucking accountability. I want Anthony Fauci and everybody else who sided with him, who decided that it was a good idea, who lied to the fucking public, who made people like us think that we were just absolutely fucking insane. I want them fucking held accountable. You're not going to shut me up about it. COVID-19, the stipulations, the rules, fucked up my life. My son couldn't go to preschool because there was a mandate that they had to wear masks the whole entire time that they were in school and on the bus. Heaven forbid my child were to take it off, he would be expelled. Kicked out of school until he decided to keep the mask on his face. They wanted quiet submission from my child. You're not going to make me do that to my kid. Especially when they were the ones that were least affected by COVID-19. My husband, who fought tooth and nail to make sure he didn't get the COVID-19 vaccine, was shipped over to South Korea during his rotation and was told by his military command that he would have been stranded in South Korea unless he got it. So when they were done with their rotation, they were going to leave my husband behind unless he got this vaccine, which was force. It wasn't a choice over an emergency use authorization. It's not something that you can require or force on the American people, and it was your decision that did it any fucking ways. I could not properly grieve my grandmother. People in my family who died could not be laid to rest properly. You weren't allowed to hug your family. You weren't allowed to be close to them. You had to keep the 6-foot distance because these little high and mighty funeral directors came over every second that they could and say, oh no, you guys can't be that close. You have to have a 6-foot distance. Being stalked and berated by obese ass Walmart door workers over a fucking mask. Not being seen by my doctor for 28 weeks over a fucking mask while I was pregnant. My doctor losing her shit because I was in a room by myself with no mask on. She was vaccinated and then continued to not see me or make sure that me and my child were good. Asking her the simple question, well, if the vaccine is supposed to protect you, what the fuck are you worried about from me? I don't have any symptoms. I'm perfectly fine. What type of illness are you asymptomatic to where you have to be tested in order to know if you have it, but you don't fucking have it? This is the type of shit that you did to the American people. Let's be real about what COVID was. It was nothing more than a compliancy test, and a lot of you motherfuckers showed just how fooled you would be if they got scary enough. I'm not going to shut up about COVID. Fauci needs to pay for his fucking crimes, and for a piece of shit bitch that has a pardon, there's no reason why his bitch ass should be pleading the fucking fifth. These states need to get together and start suing this mother. Because it's clear Congress isn't going to do shit. So it's time for the states. And I'm pretty sure if the first states were to do it, it would be Florida and or Texas. Sue Anthony Fauci. Force him to answer the damn questions. Why are you pleading the fifth when you have a fucking pardon, a blanket immunity pardon? You have now evaded from saying anything, which should hold you accountable in and of itself. You were so steadfast in what you believed in all of the policies that you were a part of, in every rule, stipulation, regulation. You were so proud of it. You went on every fucking newscast, every fucking night. You were on everybody's fucking screen every day for years. But now you can't uphold the shit that you said a few fucking years ago? You. Every single one of you sacks of shit need to be held accountable. Every institution, every hospital who berated and treated their patients like shit need to be fucking held accountable. This is absolutely fucking insane. So no, we're not going to shut up about it. Because this had a personal impact on my life. A negative impact. And I'm never gonna fucking forgive any of you for it. Have a fucking good one.
The COVID outbreak was by design, and if you think otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. It was a test of conformity to see how many sheep were in the country, and there were a lot. And they made us do absurd things that caused a lot of misery, a lot of discomfort, destroyed lives, had people dying by themselves for absolutely no reason. And they made us do stuff like this.
Put your hands in there.
It's so stupid. How in the world does anybody with a brain think that this setup would stop any kind of airborne virus? It is just absurd, the things that they placed upon the American people to do. And if you didn't, they ostracized you and they villainized you and criminalized your activities, like just going to a restaurant. Does anybody honestly think that this man would have done this before COVID? No, not a chance. But he's a sheep, so he is obediently being told what to do at any retarded length. And don't forget this gem. This is absurdity to the nth degree. Like, this is going to do anything to prevent an airborne virus. What a bunch of buffoons. And speaking of buffoons, seriously, they're just going through the motion to virtue signal that they're better than you because they wear masks, if you could call it that. But of course, these people have all been vaccinated by choice, and they've all gotten their boosters by choice. And now we're suffering the effects from it. And listen to Fauci's own words. This is straight up Bond villain territory we're dealing with, where he knows that if you make people's lives uncomfortable enough, they will fold, they will conform, they will obey to the most absurd dictates they can imagine.
You were going to have schools, universities, and colleges are going to say, you want to come to this college, buddy? You're going to get vaccinated. Lady, you're going to get vaccinated. Yeah. Big corporations like Amazon and Facebook and all of those others are going to say, you want to work for us, you get vaccinated. And it's been proven that when you make it difficult for people in their lives, they lose their ideological bullshit and they get vaccinated.
Thank you. Are all objections to COVID vaccinations ideological bullshit, Dr. Fauci?
No, they're not, and that's not what I was referring to.
Well, that's exactly what you meant when you said making it hard for people to live without getting a vaccination. You affected people's ability to work, travel, be educated, to actually flourish in American society, to self-determine, as we're all given God-given rights. Shame on you.
Honestly, I don't think Fauci is going to be prosecuted at all. There's going to be zero consequences unless the states start to sue him, which I think they should. But look, this guy is definitely going to reap what he sowed in the next life. That is guaranteed. And finally, my friends, you don't have to DIY everything. Now, I'm not a professional roofer, but I'm pretty sure this is not the way to do it. Yeah, there's zero chance that's not going to leak. Good grief. Well, that's the show for today, my friends. Thank you for spending time with me. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, slap that bell all over the place so you're always notified. If you have an extra hype, I'll take it. And until the next episode, stay safe and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.